everybody, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to the last diecast restoration of 2022. Right, you know, we're getting very close to Christmas, so I wanted to get this one done before I do my Christmas special. It would have taken too long if I'd have done it all in the same video, so our Christmas special will be on Christmas Eve. Right, so thanks everybody for coming back and joining me today, and you know, thanks to all my subscribers, old and new, and you know, thanks for all your comments. Right, so I guess we better get on with this one. Today the restoration video is going to be of a Dinky Toys Coles Hydra truck. It's actually you know, a high reach crane, mobile crane. So that's what this one's going to be this week, or today rather. Okay then, so as I always say, please sit back, relax, enjoy watching the video, see how I got on with this one. And I had a bit of fun with it. Right, okay then, let's take a closer look at this one. I've got my camera right in the way there. Okay, so straight away we've got one of these feet missing. How does that go like that? On this side anyway, so we got the back one missing, and then on this side we got the front one missing, and the back one's there. Other than that, and the hook that's missing, it's pretty complete. It's not too bad. The usual crack with this mechanism, yeah, it winds, as you wind this forward to get the jib up, it's not very good. It's slipping and jumping. I guess all the little bits of play in all these bits, that's not very clever, that either. I think that ram's a bit bent. Yeah, all the bits of play in these shafts and pins that go through, I guess that's the cause of it. Well, I'll put it back up again. That just pulls out, so that's fully extended like that. So it's quite a reach. This is a bit floppy on here. Probably a small nut and bolt actually would be better in there than that rivet. That's it, knock everything over, Nick. So that's that anyway. See, it won't go down now. There's still the string. If I turn it over, you can see some string rolled around there. Whether I'll leave that same string, I'm not sure. It's not bad string actually. Might leave that. But that's all. It looks a bit tangled up in there. So obviously that'll have to be threaded through. But this part works alright. It's got a little spring in there that holds it. It's slightly squared off the shaft there, and that spring pushing on it, it stops it all unwinding again. Yeah, so that's probably about it. The wheels are all good, and the windscreen or window unit is all good apart from a little crack across the top there, and it looks like, I don't know if that's a scratch or a crack across there, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. Okay, so that's that one. Better get it into my tin lid and start dismantling everything. Okay then. Right, okay. The cab comes off, looks like, with a screw. So we'll undo that and see. Okay. I need a pot to put that in because I don't want to lose that. Okay, put that up there, out of the way. Right. So that just lifts off. Cool. Look how clean, nice, shiny that is in there. So that's a plastic steering wheel there. So that's the window unit, just drops out. So that's cool, that's nice and easy. So that's ready for caustic soda. I'm going to put this straight in the ultrasonic cleaner. There's some other bits I've got in there. Right, what else have we got here now? What else have we got that undoes with a screw? This main boom here looks like it undoes with a screw. But I think that'll only undo once we've got that pin out. So that's a file job. That is going to be a file job, that. So let's see. Oh dear, everything's falling down. Oh, let's have a good tidy up in here. Right, let's have a look at this. Got the file. That's the smooth edge. So we'll put that on there so we don't mess it up. The casting. We don't want to mess it up too much anyway, that's for sure. Don't know if that's quite enough. Might be, might not be. I don't want to take too much off if I can help it. It's almost, ow, almost going through, but not quite. So just need to file a little tiny bit more. Sorry, I'm knocking against the camera as I'm filing because I haven't got a lot of room here. It's got to be not far off now. I'm just going. At the end of the day I might have to put a thicker pin through this. It's still not quite. I'm going to keep filing that and I'll come back to you when that's done. Right, okay. I think it's enough. That's it. Yeah. that's it, that comes out. So that's just 2 split pins. Whether they're original or not, I don't know. I can't say. Right, so I'm guessing if we undo this screw here now, that the whole boom should come apart and I can get all the little bits out. So I'll put that in the pot as well. And screws look the same. And then we'll see. There you go, that's it. So hang on. That's got to pull out that way, I think. Or it has it. Oh, this is a bit... Okay, so that comes out that way. And look, there's another screw inside there, so that's quite good, that. Might leave those split pins on there, to be honest. Right, so that pulls right out there. So that's those 2 bits. Then this one unscrews again. I suppose to let the last piece out the top. So I thought that was going to be worse than that. Oh, I see there's a little spring there that holds it all in. Okay. Right, let's see. There. That's it. Same thing again, I think, is it? Not quite now. What's going on here? Oh, okay, it is the same again. That one slides out that way. It's going to be difficult to remember how it goes. And then that slides out that way. So that's it. That's the boom done. So all that's going to go in the cross stick. Now it's going to be all this gubbins. So we're going to have to get this one out. Yeah, so I'll have to file that. I've got to be careful here. Okay, so I'm going to have to file this pin, but there's not much to file. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. I might have to cut it and put a new pin through there. I'll have to have a look at that. Right. Well, maybe we can just... Can we get the wheels off? Yeah. Don't think so. Might have to heat them. We might have to heat them. Yeah, might have to heat those. Get the tyres off anyway. And then we'll put those in the ultrasonic cleaner. Oh, that's if I can find that one there. And there's one on here, the spare tyre on there. So, yeah, put that in the ultrasonic cleaner. Well, I can't find that tyre now, I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is. I've got it. Right. Okay, well I'm going to have to charge my battery, so we're going to have to come back to this tomorrow, I think. It's nearly time for my tea anyway, so. Okay, we'll catch you in the next bit. Right, okay, in waiting for my camera to charge, I thought I'd be clever and file the ends of these pins here and the one on the other side of that. So okay, I've done this one so the washer comes off there. Now I'm going to have to undo that string in there. I'll put this in the pot so I don't lose it. All the other bits and pieces. Right. Now, before I undo that, I filed this one, and I thought that I hadn't quite filed enough yet. I thought, okay, I'll be able to prise it off with a screwdriver to show you on video what I'm doing. And then just as I was turning this, moving it, off shot the washer, flew up in the air, landed down on the floor somewhere, followed closely by the spring. Now I spent about half an hour on my hands and knees with a torch, looking sort of with my eye to the floor, and eventually I was lucky I found the spring, but I haven't found the washer. God knows where it's gone. So that was me trying to be clever, so that idea didn't work out. But anyway, like I say, with that off now, I can get this piece off. Now what I did notice is that this is tapered, and I don't think that's a very good idea, because if you see when that's in there, when you turn it, these pieces here, it pushes that out and then in again, so that it sort of locks it in place. Yeah, when it comes out, because of the taper, it makes it, the shaft loose in here, which isn't good, and that's what's making those cogs jump, because it's pulling them away. You know, it's not a lot if you like, but it's still quite a bit of play, and it's too much. And because the cogs are a little bit worn on this side, and then probably these teeth on here, that's making it slip, and that boom is quite heavy. So what I was wondering was whether I should try and file that level, you know, file the taper off a little bit, and then maybe drill that hole slightly bigger and put a collar in it. And I don't know if I'd be able to do that or not. But that's what it needs, basically. It really is what it needs. So anyway, that disaster with the washer, we'll find another washer for that. I've got some small ones in there somewhere. Right, so anyway, that's the situation there. So okay, that's out now anyway, so I'll have to try and sort that out. So that's going to take a bit of time, which really I don't have, because I was going to try and get this one out before Christmas, but I don't know if it's going to happen. So anyway, I'll pull that string. I don't know if it will come through without taking that string right off. Now what we got in here, we got that spring, so we've got to be careful that one doesn't fly out as well. Now we'll, see, fly out like that, but look where it landed. That was a lucky one. That was a lucky one. Okay, so that'll come out with a string on, so that's alright. Okay, so that's down to the bare bones on there. So I need to drill that piece out now. That'll be very nearly it. That's it. That's off. Okay. So keep that washer and spring. I'll put that in the tub. Okay, so that's that off of there. So what I'll do, oh well, that goes right through the shaft in the middle, so I might just, I don't know, I might just put a nut and bolt through there. I can find some small enough screws. There. So either that or a pop rivet. Pop rivet would probably work actually. A little washer on the end. I think that probably would work, so I might do that. Okay, so that's that bit stripped down, ready for the old caustic. I've got to get the string off of that. I'll do that after because that won't go in the caustic. Now I've got to get these little pins out to get these legs out, and get all the filings off of there, off the Plymouth screwdriver. So I'm wondering if I just do maybe one side, enough to get one side of the peg out. Don't know if that'll happen. If I can just bend that with the pliers enough. Okay, that's got that one out. I better put that in the tub. Right, I've got one wheel off. I've had to heat it up. And as you can see, I've left the ring of it on my finger because it was hot and I touched it like a clown. Okay, so got my little chef's blow lamp here. So heat it up. Just the wheel. I haven't put it too. What's going out now? Oh. I don't want to put it too hot because I don't want to melt the wheels. It's probably enough. It's smoking. Just see, it should come. I think that's the axle's just bending. That's coming off. Don't know if I'll quite heat it up enough. Hey, and the one that I didn't heat up's the one that blinking well came off. I better leave those in the tin because that wheel's hot. So leave those in the tin. So that's pretty much it. This is ready for the caustic. That's quite warm as well. So that's ready for the caustic. All these pieces are ready for the caustic. Bob's your uncle. Happy days. Okay, next step. Caustic soda bath. See you over there. Okay, caustic soda time. Model's in the water, in the boiling water. Here we go. Well, that caustic soda's finished. I can have to go in the bin. There you go. Right, what we got here? That's paint, size remover. Got a new one here. Can't get the bloody top off. I'm a bit dubious of yellow paint. Not coming off too well. Oh, it's starting to come. Okay, so we're going to leave that a few more minutes, and then I'll come back to you when it's done, when I've wire brushed it and it's all cleaned up on the bench, ready for primering. Okay. Right, I've got all the parts cleaned up, wire brushed, ready almost for primer. The only thing I've got to do is give it a wash with methylated spirits. Now, I'm just going to put the camera on the stand. Right, now what I said earlier about the slack in this for the boom going up and down, I said what I was going to try and do was to you know, put a collar or something in that hole. So what I have done, I'll show you, I've filed this piece down so it's not conical in shape. I've got a piece of old pop rivet, or a big old pop rivet. I've drilled through the middle to make it a bit bigger, and I've got it to fit onto that. Now I'm going to glue that on there, and then what I've done, I've filed down the outside of that so that it is tight through this hole. So you can see it goes through, and that's nice and tight. So even when that's out, there's no play in that at all. There's more play in that side than in this side, but that should keep it tight to the crane boom to make it go up and down, hopefully. If that doesn't work, well, I don't know what will. Now, where I put the pop rivet thing through there, the spring that goes in there will go over the top, and then I'll just put the washer, put a washer over and pin it over. So that should do, that should be good. That should work. Okay, so we're all ready for primer, so I'm going to go out and do that. Okay, I'll catch you when that's done. Okay, so that's all the parts primed up. There's a couple of bits of the crane boom up there because there's so many pieces. Most of them on here. So again, I'm going to do this in the CRAPAUD transport colours. So there's green, and I'm not sure if I'm going to mask some of this off and do the chassis red. I haven't made up my mind yet, but I'll probably do the wheels red. I'm trying to get this one done, so I don't want to be too long of masking off stuff. So I'm going to go out and paint that, spray that up. Okay, I'll catch you when it's done. Right, well, I've cracked on with this video as well, because I wanted to get it done for Christmas. So that's what I've done. I've done the seats in grey and put the steering back. I need to touch up under there where I had my clamp. The cab, I've customised it a bit. So we got the white roof, CRAPAUD transport colour, and put CRAPAUD transport across there. I don't know if you can see it. The front grille, I didn't want to go too overboard with it, and I've done the Coles lettering in Molotow, and the rest I've just done in ordinary silver paint. I've put a couple of dual indicator lights on. My decals didn't do very well. I've had those quite a long time now, so I don't know if they're that good anymore, but anyway, I put that on, so CRAPAUD lifting solutions, and the telephone number, same as I did on the crane I did last year, so they're the same batch of decals. So I've done that, and then CT on the front of the cab on both sides, so those little roundels. I've got all the bits of the jib and everything all hanging up still, because I lacquered them yesterday, so they should be alright now. So I've got that to do, and I've still got to clean the windscreen. I've done these, I've cleaned these up a bit, because I had put them in the water and they're gone. It was the wrong thing to do. They went all white and sort of, you know, when they start to corrode. So this is the one we've repaired, put a collar on, so I hope that's going to work. Okay, so, oh yeah, I've put some indicators and brake lights on my decal. I thought it was on a white background, but it wasn't. It's on a it was transparent, the ones I'd done, so I thought I'm just going to leave it like it is. Okay, so that's where I'm at so far. Now we need to get these legs back in here, so we're going to have a go at doing that next. Right, I've got the legs and the pins. Now I started putting one in, and what I've done, I've put the pin at an angle from there through. You've got to put the leg in first. Hang on, how does it go? See the leg? The leg's got to go in first, like that, see? And then the pin goes through there. Pin go. I'll show you in a minute. Right, so I've pushed the pin in there at an angle. So what I've got to do now is just get my screwdriver and try and push down on that there to get it in that groove, which isn't not going to be easy. I think it's almost gone in, is it? Not quite, but almost. So I might have to just tap it just a little bit. I don't want to miss. Actually, I've got a screwdriver in here that'd be better for that. I have to doctor, if I can find it. I have to cut a groove in it for my fairy light thing I had to get into the transformer. So this might be ideal for this. There, that's gone in. That's gone in. So what I might do is just put a spot of glue on that side, because that side won't come out. Right, let's try this one. So we put the leg in this way. So we put the leg in. How's it go now? Even I've forgotten. It's got to come. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, so we put the leg in like that. So that bit goes in there, and then it can go in there. Then you've got to put the pin through. And I think, which way have I done it from? I don't know. I think I can get it in through there, so it is fiddly. I mean about fiddly. No, it's gone right through. Oh. It's very fiddly. get it in there, in the groove, probably, and push him through. No, it's fallen through. Get him in there. Oh, I'm going to have to use the pliers or something. Right, let's have another go. Right. Keeps on moving. Right, okay, we got that through. But he's too far down now. There. That's gone through. Push him a little bit more. There. Okay, so we got it. We got it. Let's try this one. So, same again. That's it. Now this one, the piece broke off there. Just knocked a chip in there, look. Yeah, the piece broke off at the back, so that definitely will need gluing on that one. Nope, lost it. Okay, that one's in. I'll try and push it forward a little bit. Smidging. Smidging. That's probably okay actually. And then the last one. Okay. Pin. Okay. I'm going to finish this last one off camera. Right, okay, let's have a go putting the wheels on. The axles have got a little spline on the end. And the wheels just fit on and push on this all. Just got to line the splines up. So we'll push one through. There's quite a bit of play in the actual wheels, axles. That's it. Pushing the tyres off. The next one. I think there's a slight twist still in that axle. Better. So to push that one through. splines lined up. So I'm not sure if I have done with that one. Going on. It's going on. Boom. There. And now the final one on the front. There. Push. That's it. Okay, so that's the wheels on. They're getting there. That's the trouble, see these legs, they're chipping the paint as they go, as these bits go over the top, these little pegs are scraping the paint off. Right, so far so good. Okay then, I've put this on, I've had some fun and games, that's for sure. Anyway, I've put a rivet through with a washer and I've hammered the end over. So that's the back on. I put this piece on with the rope, with the cable or rope, string, whatever, for the hook. Now we've got to get that crane, the crane jibs together, so it's got to be all put in as we go. So I'm thinking this is going to have to go through, the string's going to have to go through there before we put the pieces of the jib together. So it's got to go through there, it's got to go through there, and it's got to go through there. I haven't got a clue if I'm doing this right or wrong. So I think that's right, yeah, so put that out the way. So this piece has got to go in. This piece has got to go in there, I think, like so, isn't it? So, but we want the this way, innit? Sorry, I'm going a bit out of shot here. So that, I think, goes in there. I don't know if I got it the right way round. Yeah. So then, this piece I think, does this piece screw in there, I think? Yeah. So I'm going to get the screw out. That's the trouble, because we've been on holiday. I don't remember how this went together or came apart. Right, so that string got to go above that piece. And that's got to go there, I would say. Like that. So we put the screw in. Oh, magnetic screwdrivers. For Christ's sake. Handy sometimes, but a pain in the arse other times. Right. Oh. I try not to shake when I get close, it makes me shake more. Crying out loud. Bollocks. Pardon the language. Screw it a bit in with my finger, my thumb. Oh. It's fine enough. We don't want to pull the blooming string through. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, I'm going to tie the hook on the end. Just in case. I'll just made that worse. Always make things worse, see? I'll cut that piece off after. Right. Now, this is going to go in this one. Like so. I'm guessing the string must have to go over the top of that. Right. Here we go again with the screws. Yeah, Phillips screws are much easier to put in. I don't want to slip. Right. That is that. Right, I've had some fun and games because I thought I had the pins from there, and well, I've got one, but I couldn't find another one, so I've been filing down rivet, you know, the centres of the pop rivets to try and make new ones and to take up the slack. But trouble is, in messing around with all that, I've put some chips in it, but anyway, we'll touch them up. Also, I had to find a washer because I've lost the one that went in there, so I've had to find one. I only had a bigger one and I've had to file it down in the drill. It's taken me ages, so filing those pins down and that washer's probably taken me well over an hour. Okay, so I need to put these rams in like that, so I'll go probably from this way. So push that through a bit, and these rams, they need to go that way up with the piece on the top. So let me just get this through a bit. It's quite tight to pass through that one. I don't want to file any off because I want it to be tight when it comes out the other end. It's going. Yeah, it's through. So put this one in. If I can get it lined up. Right, that's that one through. I think I'm going to twist it a bit. There she goes. So, oh, where's the other one gone? I need to put that one through. I'll just turn it with the pliers and push. Can't get it through the other side. There she goes. So that's good, that's tight. I'll just put a little blob of super glue on the other side to hold that. I'll do that at the end though, because I don't want to end up sticking my fingers in it. Right. Now what I've got to do is get these two split pins in these rams. That's it. Right. Pull the string through. Now this needs to come down into this bit here, and then I've got to push that through. Try and get it all lined up. turn it through. I'll do the same there. A blob of super glue on that. Right. We've got to put this through next. So it goes from this way because it's got these teeth here that this bit goes into. So try and get it through. It's the paint that's holding it a bit, I think. Hopefully that's not going to jump now. Because I've tightened everything up. Look at that, that's perfect. Okay. Right, so what I need to do, I'll turn it around. Actually I can tighten in the string now. Takes forever to wind up. Okay. Right, so turn him round. Now we've got to put a spring on there, which is this spring, and the washer goes on. I'll do the same with that washer. Actually I could peen it. I think I'll just glue it. Okay, I'm going to put a dab of glue on the ends of those pins, and then after we've done that we'll leave it dry, and then we'll come back to doing the front of the cab. Okay, I'm not sure what happened then, my camera went off, so I'm not sure if it got me putting the cab on, but anyway, the cab's on. So let's lower this down. Well, we'll lower the main boom down first. Let's see how that works. Lift it up, seems okay. Lower it down. Why wouldn't it go down? Oh, because silly Billy, it's like a lock on there. You gotta pull it out to go down. Okay, she's down. She's down. And then we hook the old hook into there, and up she goes. There. Okay. And then we lift the old legs up. This is the bit I don't like. Now these have got to, that's it, they all go up like that. If I can get them to go up. Oh. They're awkward. How does this go? Oh, that's it. Cabbage. Try to do this side. That one doesn't fit very well. Tight with the paint. There. Those back ones are just got to go straight up. They can't go in like these front ones. Okay. So that's nearly it. Right, well that's it then. Another one saved from the old Dinky scrapyard. So it's a bit of an old custom paint job, this one. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and you know, if you liked it, please tune in again next time for the next video. Okay, so what we're going to do now, as we always do, we'll do some outdoor shots and then put it on the turntable to compare before and after, and then that'll be that. The last DIECAST restoration of 2022. Okay then, so join me again please for my Christmas video, Christmas special, which will feature the models I've done this year, and you know, some maybe from before. Yes, so join me again for that on Christmas Eve, and until then, take care, look after yourselves, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheerio for now. Abato. Bye.